Hello everyone, this is the Dragon King on Dragon King 72 Media LLC on YouTube, Dragon King 72 Media LLC on TikTok, Dragon King 72 Media LLC on Instagram, Threads, and Dragon King 72 Media LLC on X, formerly Twitter. Happy Juneteenth. June 19th, 2026. This is a celebration of Juneteenth. If you read the caption, you know where I'm going. You know where I'm starting and where I'm going and how I'm going to get there. Let me just say that it is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I'm from. There you go. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where I'm from, has the highest and concentration of people celebrating Juneteenth, and it is probably the biggest in the Midwest. It's probably in the whole country, from what I understand. It's pretty big, and it's going on now. And I was trying to watch it. If you don't get there at a certain time, you can still get there and, see the parade, be a part of it. But I was going to watch it on television, because, gas and all of that stuff. You make allowances for certain things. You sacrifice gas to get to parades like that, as you should. But it's such a massive crowd when it happens, and all types of events. And it's a celebration of black people and an awareness of us, historically understanding what that meant, Juneteenth. And just a quick backstory, a lot of slaves, particularly those in the South, a lot of them did not know, I think it was mainly Texas, did not know that they were given freedom by the Emancipation Proclamation. They had given them freedom. A lot of them didn't know. A lot of the plantation owners, slave owners, aka oppressors, they knew, but they did not give that information to their slaves and didn't want to. You see what I'm saying? And they had their ulterior motives, and we know why. But so it's much more. But that was just a brief synopsis of it all. But yeah, it's going on today, Juneteenth. And, there's usually a lot of barbecue, activities, just everything. And like I said, here in Milwaukee, it's one of the biggest celebrations of it in the country. And so it's a good thing. And I'm, I'm glad that I'm alive to see it. And it became legal, a federal holiday. Was it a federal holiday? I believe it was federal holiday 2 years ago, I believe, which took years to happen, but it eventually did. And so that's a good thing too. So here we are. But I'm glad it happened because it needed to happen. I saw a YouTube video yesterday. There was a gentleman with a Make America Great Again hat on. He was interviewing, of course, white folks, and he knew exactly who he was interviewing and the answer that he was going to get, because when he asked them, do you think Juneteenth should have been a holiday, they said no. I don't know why. Why not? You know what I'm saying? People in the South right now are trying to make a holiday, Donald Trump a holiday, and Donald Trump Day. Now, that if we're going to talk about nonsensical, ignorant ass days that we want to celebrate, that would be fucking one of them. But Juneteenth has historical precedence, and it always has in our family. But in the black culture, it finally came to fruition. But yeah, it's Juneteenth today, June the 19th, 2026, and it's just a great celebration and of culture, of community, getting together, having fun. Hopefully no issues, but I'm not going to manifest that or project that out into the energy because it's not needed. But yeah, it's a great thing. So y'all go out and celebrate. And even if you're not black, go out and you support black people. Um, Go out there and be with them. You know what I'm saying? Gather your friends. And, this is the time where, you white folks might be allowed to go to the cookout or be invited to it on Juneteenth. Any other time is suspect. You know what I'm saying? It really is. But today, you and your black friends can go celebrate Juneteenth together and have a good time. Even if you haven't ever done that before, you can do it today and celebrate all that great blackness in the community, your friend, your wife, or whoever it is. And today is a good day to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's the cookout of all cookouts. It's Juneteenth, you know what I'm saying, as far as the black culture is concerned. So y'all go out and have a good time. So that's about it. That's all I had to say. And so we're going to keep it to a minimum. But if something else comes up that I need to talk about, I will do that. And all right, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, y'all get on board. Get on board with Dragon King 72 Media LLC. We are building a dynasty, a communications and media and communications dynasty. And this is just the start. This is part of it. I want to do much, much more, but I'm going to need you guys' subscribership. And then once we get enough subscribers, the goal is to get, 1,000, then 1,000, then 10,000, 10,000, 100,000, 100,000, half a million, and, so on and so forth. So I'm going to be putting stuff up every day, all my platforms that I mentioned. And y'all come in, I need like-minded individuals. And even if you're not so like-minded, but understand and can respect what I'm saying, the type of, video content that I'm making, then you come on board too. But let's do this, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, do it all. I appreciate you. And happy Juneteenth.